Why is the business funding space recession-proof? Why does it do well in good times and bad times? Well, my friends, I'm going to pull this curtain back for you and show you why this industry is so powerful. So if you're a part of it, you've always been curious about joining it, let's get started and jump into this. So the business funding space, really is anybody who is helping business owners, new and established, to get access to funding and capital. And what happens during good times, times of growth, times of positive economic activity, is businesses will grow. And to grow, they don't always have enough cash to do it, so they need funding for, new employees, for a better office, for equipment, for marketing campaigns. And so during good times, businesses are going to need access to funding, financing, and capital to make that growth happen. And that, my friends, is why it does well in good times. And there's a lot of businesses that do well in good times. And then all of a sudden, the bad times come. And so the interesting thing is, during bad times, for a business to survive and stay in business, they're going to need access to financing and capital. And I've heard the argument made, well, Leo, that's true. There's going to be more demand of business owners needing funding and financing. But hey, now the lenders and the banks and the credit unions are going to be lending a lot less because things are difficult. And they certainly can tighten up. Even in 2008 and 2009, the worst of times when literally one bank after another was actually going out of business, there was still a lot of lending happening to small business owners. So even if you see slowdowns and economic, disparity where things aren't going so well, it's still going to be okay because they're still going to be lending. That's how they make money, and they're just going to be maybe a little bit more selective. So if you're in the business funding space, this is why during bad times you stay busy. Now, the bottom line is, one of the questions I get asked of people in the business funding space is it better to focus on established business owners or startups? And at the end of the day, you want to have a complete funding marketplace and be able to serve every small business owner out there, whether they need a $5 million loan for an apartment building or whether they need $50,000 in working capital for a brand new business that they're starting. You want to be able to have, every funding option available in a funding marketplace that you've built out. And so that being the case, though, which one is a little bit more recession-proof than the other? And I would say focusing on new, smaller businesses is going to be more recession-proof because some of these big businesses, all of a sudden their financials get negative and it becomes very difficult for them to qualify for funding. But if you're a new business owner and you just have that good credit score, then there's going to be options for you to get $25,000 to $150,000 in funding for that brand new small business. And that, my friends, is why I believe startup funding options for brand new and small business owners can be more recession-proof, and why we choose to focus on that niche, as does everybody in the funding machine community. So the bottom line is there are 30 million small business owners in America, and most of them very small, and they need access to funding. There's 70 million gig workers out there doing Fiverr and doing digital stuff and driving Uber, and they need funding for their business. And the bottom line is most of these 100 million people, that need funding access, they are ignored by the banks, by SBA, and it's a tremendous opportunity for you to be able to step in and provide those solutions for them. So the bottom line is they need help. If you want to find out how you can help new and small business owners, provide them 0% interest funding options and so much more with a system that is streamlined for someone to be able to apply, get a soft credit check, automated underwriting, and funding results and offers already built into the system, then go to myfundingmachine.com and you can find out more information, set up a call with one of our team members, and see if the funding machine can help you to build your dream business and funding empire. Come on back, share this with other entrepreneurs, and let's win in 2024.